how you doing? Welcome to Gaming Solo. My name is Rob, your solo gamer friend, and today is day 3 of the 13 games to Halloween, Horrified Universal Studios Monsters. And today we're going to play against Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and the Invisible Man. If you want to play along with me, let me flip the cards. You can take the actions, then check out my setup video. Set up exactly how I have a setup, but you can, of course, I would recommend playing with maybe 2 monsters if you haven't played this very often. I'm doing a little difficult. I'm playing true solo, not co-op solo, which means I'm playing with just 1 character. But I'm going against 3 monsters, which may be a little much for me. But I'll do my best to keep up with them and see if we can defeat them. But other than that, I'll wait for you to do your setup. You can pause it right here. And when you come back, we'll play along. Like I said, I'll flip the cards for us. You take your actions, I'll take mine. I guarantee you probably have done better than me when the game's over. Let me know how you did compared to me, and if I end up getting defeated because my terror marker made it all the way to the skull, go ahead and keep playing yourself, have your cards ready to go, and let me know how much further you made it than I did. But other than that, without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. There are 3 in-game conditions with this game. Condition 1 is you win by defeating all 3 of the monsters. Condition 2 is if you run out of the terror deck, then of course game is over. Or if your terror level reaches the skull, then your game is over. So those are the 3 ways this game will end. And our goal is to keep that terror from reaching. Like I said, if you plan on playing true solo with me, like I said, if you're playing with me, you can pick any type of solo, either co-op solo, which you add another player, or true solo, which is what I'm doing. But if you play true solo, start your terror marker on number 3. I am playing with the archaeologist, and his special ability is he can pick up items in an adjacent space to him, so that's going to be really helpful. Now when you play, you can take multiple actions. The actions you can take are move, guide, pick up, share, which we will not be doing because I'm playing true solo, advance, defeat, and special action. So move, of course, you move your character, and my character, the archaeologist, has 4 actions he can take, so he can take 4 actions per turn. And guide is you move 1 villager from a location to an adjacent location. Pick up is you, of course, pick up any number of items at once. Advance is a task by using an item in the special location. So like if I was with Dracula, I can advance it by, if I drop off 6 red tokens that would equal a total of 6 points on them, then that's advancing the action there. Defeat a monster is also an action. Of course, special action and special abilities. And you can take all these actions multiple times. So I can move all 4 times, or I can do multiple pickups by my special action doing adjacent. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. So my archaeologist is right here. He started out at the dock. So I need to, for Dracula, I need to smash all 6 of his coffins by taking 6 points worth of red tokens to his location, and then I have to deliver 6 points worth of yellow tokens to him. The creature from Black Lagoon, I have to go to the camp and drop off tokens, and based on the color I drop off, that's the next color I move this boat to. So right now the boat is on the start marker, and as I go, so if I drop off blue, I'll jump to blue. Then I can, if I drop off red, I jump to red. So it's best to drop off each marker or token that's going to give you the most advantage. And that takes 1 action per token. And then once all done, I got to get to the creature. I got to give him a red, yellow, and blue token. And to defeat the Invisible Man, first of all, I have to deliver a red, yellow, or blue token to the precinct. But I have to deliver all of these here to capture him. Then once I capture him, I have to go to the Invisible Man and give him 9 points of red tokens. And pretty much I have to put an inn token, a barn token, a mansion token, a laboratory token, and an institute token, and I have to close that out before I can defeat him at the bottom. But in order to fill these, I have to take these to the precinct itself. So let's go ahead and get started. So I got 4 actions. I'm going to move 1. That puts me 3 spaces away from the Invisible Man. I want to move 2. That's action 2. Action 3 is pick up, and action 4, we use special ability to pick these up over here. Now, when a monster attacks you, if you get attacked and you roll the dice and he attacks you, for each hit, if you have a token, you trade a token for each hit. But if you end up getting damaged or hurt by the monster, you go to the hospital, but you advance the terror marker by 1. Same with the citizen. If a citizen gets killed by a monster, you advance the terror marker. So We need to avoid the monsters at all costs. So my actions are done. Now we flip over the monster card. And let's say if you're playing along with me, first of all, the top of the card, to understand how to read the card, you got to look at the anatomy of the card. So at the top of the card, that number up there tells you how many tokens lay out. When you lay them out, you lay them at the location they belong to. Then you have your text below it based upon the monster that's in play. And for this one, the text is a reincarnate soul, but it's for the mummy, so we don't take that action. Then you have the 3 or 4 or 1 or 2, doesn't matter, images at the bottom. On this one, the image is the Wolfman, Dracula, and the Invisible Man. The Wolfman's not out there, so that means we take the Dracula action and we take the Invisible Man action. And then the numbers to the right of those are how many spaces those monsters move and how many dice they roll if they enter a space with you or with a villager. And so right now, and also the Fury marker is on Dracula, and if you get a Fury marker on there, that means that monster takes action also. So right now we flipped over the card as an reincarnated soul card, so don't take any action for that one because it's for the mummy. And we don't put any tokens out, but Dracula moves 1 space, and he always moves towards the closest villager or the closest player. So right now I'm the only thing out there. And then the Invisible Man moves 1 space. And that ends their turn. So now I get to go again. And like I said, I got 6 points worth of red token here, so I'm going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. My third action is going to deliver this token. I'm going to put it right here. And we just smashed one of Dracula's 4 coffins. So we're on track to defeat Dracula. We just got to get to his other 3 coffins. And so that was action 3. Action 4 is I'm going to move back 1 space and stop right here. And hopefully the Invisible Man doesn't move into me. Now that ends my turn. Now we go and flip over another monster card. And this card it is Insane Survivor. So first we lay out 3 tokens. So we reach in our bag, randomly got 3 tokens out. And we lay them at the locations labeled on the tokens. So this is the Inn, which goes here. The Laboratory, which goes right here. And the Institute, which goes right here. And we have the Insane Survivor, we place Renfield at the docks. So we got to find Renfield. And I know he's over here somewhere. Here he is right here. We place him at the docks, but we got to get him to the hospital. And so we got to get him to, got to find the hospital. These here right here. So locations, got to find them. It's a little bit, sometimes they get a little blended in on you. And then the monsters, the action the monsters get to take is Dracula. So Dracula gets to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. But he also has a Fury marker, which means he gets to move 2 spaces again. 1, 2. Now he's sharing a space with me, which means he gets to roll his dice to attack me, and he gets to roll 2 dice based upon the card. So I'm going to roll 2 dice and hope for 0 hits. And also no exclamation points. Exclamation points means he gets Dracula gets to take a special action. And I got 2 hits. Oh man. So 2 hits, I have a choice. I can get rid of both of these tokens and not take any damage, or I can take a damage, go here and move the terror marker up 1. Of course I don't want to do that, so I'm going to get rid of those tokens and save for moving the terror track up 1. Now you can always move through a monster space. You don't have to, it won't cause you any damage. It's only when they land on your space and they attack. So that ends the monster turn. So now it's my turn. Dracula's too close for comfort, so I'm going to go ahead and take the action of guide. So action 1 is going to guide the villager into me. And now I'm going to go ahead and move. And you can move the villager with you. So I got 3 more actions remaining. I got to get him to the hospital. So action 1 was pull the villager to me. I'll place Renfield laid down to. Action 2, 3, and 4. And we stopped at the shop. So myself and Renfield are both at the shop now. And I still have my special card, which means I can move any monster up to 3 spaces. So I'm going to hold on to that. So let's go from there. So I flip over monster card again. And it is 0 tokens. It is called Sunrise. Place Dracula at the crypt. So Dracula goes to the crypt, which is right here. So that kind of helps and moves him out back a little bit. And then the Invisible Man moves 1 space. There's also Frankenstein symbol. And then there is the Fury symbol, so Dracula moves 1 space. And if they rolled dice, it would have been 2 dice that they rolled. Now it is my turn again. I gotta get Renfield to the hospital, which it looks like I'm about to do that. So I can move 1, 2, 3 spaces. I moved him there, so now I'm going to drop him off. And now Renfield is off the player board, does not come back in, and because I dropped a villager off at the location, I get to collect another perk card. And this perk card is Rush. Move a hero up to 4 spaces. Oh, that's going to be good to have. And it can play during any of your hero phase, so it doesn't matter because it is my phase at all times. I still get one more action, so I'm going to collect a token using my special ability, and I collected the number 4 church. Now it is Monster's turn again. Flip over their card, and it is 2 tokens get placed on the board. And I'll make sure to read off all monsters to take actions in case you picked a different set of monsters to play against. And I place mine. One of these goes to the camp, and the other one also goes to the camp. It is the Thief, which is the Invisible Man. Place the Invisible Man at the location with the most items, and then discard all these items. So we got to find the location of the most items, which looks like this is it right here. So he goes here and he discards all these items. You don't put your items back in the bag until you run out of items. And then the 3 monsters move. The Mummy moves. The Creature from the Black Lagoon moves. They all move 1 space. So Creature moves 1 space. And then the Frankenstein moves. And then we roll 3 dice if they entered your space. And that will end monster phase. Now it's my turn again. I think I'm going to use my Rush card. And I'm going to move 4 spaces. Actually, I'll move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And that ends my Rush card action. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my normal actions. One is collect. And let's see, I have a mansion. I need to get a mansion to the Invisible Man's location. I also have a church. And I don't think I need to get a church. Nope, Invisible Man doesn't need a church. So I need to get to the precinct, which is right here. And then drop off the mansion. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't be able to take that action until next turn, but at least I'm at the precinct where I can drop off and then pick up more stuff, of course. And now we flip over another monster card. It is 0 tokens go out. It is the Creature from the Black Lagoon card. So it says place a creature at the lagoon. So it keeps going. He's right there. All these monsters take 1 movement, and the dice they roll is 3. So the Wolfman moves, the Bride of Frankenstein moves, and the Frenzied Monster moves, which is Dracula, so he'll move 1 space. Now it's my turn again. I'm at the precinct, so when I'm at the precinct, I'm going to go and deliver the mansion token, and I'm going to put it right here. So we have 1 of 5 tokens delivered for the Invisible Man. Then action 2 is I'm just going to pick up these tokens. And I have a red 6, so I can look for another Dracula. Action 3 and 4. I'm going to do action 3 and 4. I'll move right here. Kind of puts me far enough away from the monsters that hopefully they will not be able to attack me next round. Now it's monster phase again. We flip over the card. 2 tokens come out. And I drew the docks and the museum. It is the Dracula card. Form of the Bat. Place Dracula in the space with the current heroes. Oh man. So Dracula lands here on me. And so now movement actions are the Mummy goes, Bride of Frankenstein goes, and the Invisible Man all move 1 space. And it'll be 2 dice if they attack. So Dracula moved my space, but he does not attack me because he's not on the attack line. He just moved into my space. Now it is my turn. I need to get to some more coffins, and I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces from there. 1, 2, 5 from there, and it's about 6 from there. So I'm going to go ahead and work towards the 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will end my turn. So next turn I'll be able to trade in that token to smash another coffin. Monster's turn. I'm right next to the Creature in the Black Lagoon, so I am taking a chance. So it is 3 tokens go on the board. And I have the Graveyard, the Camp, and the Mansion. right. And it is the card is a villager card called the Fortune Teller. We place Moleva at the camp, so I gotta find Moleva. I think she is right. I think this is her right here. I'm going to place her right here at the camp. So now I got to get her from the camp. And the monsters that move is the Wolfman and of course the Frenzied Monster. So we move them one space and their attack dice are 2. So Dracula moves one space closer to me. And now I'm going to trade in another token worth 6 points of red tokens and smash the coffin. It doesn't have to be a 6-point token. It can be multiple tokens that total up to 6. I've just gotten lucky, gotten two red 6s. So action 1 was to trade in to smash the coffin. Action 2 is to move here. Action 3 is to collect all these tokens. That way when they attack, I can go ahead and defend and protect the villager. And action 4 is, I might just stay right there because they can all, if they get a 1, they definitely attack, but I can maybe hold off. If they get a 2, less chance of getting a 2 versus a 1. So now it's Monster's turn. He's going to get a 2. And it's going to be both watch. It's going to be both the Creature from Black Lagoon and Dracula. It is a 2 tokens come out. It's definitely a Dracula card. So 2 tokens come out, and the tokens I got was the museum and the church. So church and museum. And it says Hypnotic Gaze. Move the hero or villager closest to Dracula 3 spaces towards him. So the hero or the villager. So it's going to be me. And Dracula is going to, he doesn't attack. I'm lucky because at the bottom, the creatures that move and attack are going to be the mummy, the invisible man. They all move one space, so the invisible man moves. And the Creature from Black Lagoon moves one space. And they roll 2 dice on their attack if in case you end up in the space with them. Now it is my turn, so I got to go back. 1, 2, actually 1, 2, I'm going to pull the villager to me, take that guide action. 3, and I got to get her to the shop. 4, so I'm one space from the shop, but I'm surrounded by all the creatures, so we'll see what happens next. So now we're going to flip over another card, and as 2 tokens come out, it is a Frankenstein card. So the 2 tokens are in and the in. Alright, both of them are in. So it's a Frankenstein card. So if you're playing with Frankenstein stuff, what I have set up, move the bride 2 spaces towards Frankenstein. And the creatures that move are the Creature from the Black. They all move 2 spaces. Oh man, so, and they roll 1 dice. So it's Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Wolfman, and the Invisible Man. So creature goes first, 2 spaces. He attacks with 1 die. It's a hit, so I'm going to lose a blue token. And we'll get rid of that one's the lowest point value. And now Visible Man moves into space with me and the villager, and he rolls, and he misses. So we got lucky there. Now it's my turn again. I'm going to move to the shop area and drop off my villager and collect another perk card. And this perk card is Mob Justice. Choose one. It says place either Frankenstein or the bride in any space, or move any monster 3 spaces. So I can move, I can do that. I got 2 of those cards now. So that was action 1. Action 2 is, I think I'm going to, let's see here. I need some more red. I have camps, church. I don't think I have church on there. Is church? Nope. I need institute, laboratory, and a barn. So I'm going to, action number 2 is pull this laboratory token. Then action 3 and 4, I'm going to move to the theater because I'm going to try to drop off this laboratory token to give another at the precinct for the Invisible Man to try to get him captured or found out. So we'll flip over another card. Hopefully it's not Frenzied or Dracula. And it is 2 tokens go out. The tower, which is right here, and the laboratory, which is right here. The card is the Wolfman card. The hunt is on. For if you're playing with the Wolfman, if no hero has the hunted emblem, give it to the current player. Then move the Wolfman 3 spaces towards the hero with the emblem. The creatures that move and attack, the movement space is 1, attack dice is 2, is creature from Black Lagoon, he moves 1 space. Dracula moves 1 space. And the Frenzied Monster moves 1 space. And that's Dracula, so Dracula's going to do 2 attacks on me, so he gets to roll 2 dice twice. So his first attack is for Dracula. And 1 hit, 1 miss, so I'm going to go ahead and donate this camp token. And the second attack is for Dracula again, because he's Frenzied Monster. And 2 hits, oh, I gotta get rid of 2 more of these tokens, so I'll get rid of 2 yellows. I need to keep the, doesn't matter. I'm going to get rid of these 2 right here. And that will end their turn. So luckily I've been lucky to be able to avoid damage, but I need to get to the precinct, and I probably need to go to the lagoon area at the camp and start trading tokens to move the creature's boat up some. So action 1 for me is move here. Action 2, I'm going to pull these from the inn. I need more tokens. Action 3 is to go to the precinct. Action 4 is to turn in the laboratory token. So now I have 2 of the 5 tokens I need to defeat the Invisible Man, or to go to, the defeat phase, from the advance to defeat phase. And now is flip another card, and it is the Invisible Man card. So we put 2 tokens out. One goes to the docks for me, and the other one goes to the camp, which is good. And then the Invisible Man, card style Thief, place the Invisible Man at the location with the most items and discard those items. So the location with the most items seems to be right here for me, so he will move 1 space and discard. So he didn't move very far. And I'm going to transfer these while I'm sitting here into this dice tray here. That way it'd be easier for me to transfer them back to the bag when the bag empties out. And then the creatures, they all get to move 1 space. It is the Mummy, the creature from the Black Lagoon moves 1 space, and Frankenstein himself moves 1 space. And the dice are 3 dice for the attack. I think you did a pretty good job of keeping up with it if you're playing along. But if not, just hit the pause button, take your actions, then hit and go ahead and press play again. Now it is my turn. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces. Action 4 is drop off a blue token, because that's going to move me the furthest on the track. So I'm going to drop off 1 blue token, and I'm going to move this boat to the blue marker. I'm going to stand it back up and let the shadow kind of point out where it is, but it's covering the first blue marker. And that was my 4th action. So I'm going to take this perk card, the one that lets me move 3 spaces, monster 3 spaces. I'm going to move the creature 3 spaces away. 1, 2, 3. And I think I'll be safe from Dracula. I'm going to hold tight. May or may not be safe. Let's see. He's still the Frenzied Monster, which means he can do 2 attacks. But that ends my turn. I will flip over a monster card. So you can play any number of perk cards you want. It doesn't take an action from you. So the card I flipped over, lay out 3 tokens. We're bringing a villager out. So we get 3 tokens out of the bag, so I'm going to place them out. And I'm placing 1 at the Abbey, 1 at the inn, and 1 at the docks. And I still need to get a barn, an inn, and an institute. So I need to go to the inn and get the inn token. And a barn one. I don't have a barn one. And I don't have an institute one, but I need to get that inn one and deliver that. So then we bring out the character, which is Dr. Reed, and we place him at the institute. So find your Dr. Reed and place him at the institute. That was Professor somebody. Here's Dr. Reed. He's sitting at the institute, and he needs to get to the camp all the way across, and there's a lot of monsters between him and I. And the creatures that move, they all move 1 space. It is the creature from the Black Lagoon and your Frenzied Monster. So the creature from Black Lagoon moves 1 space, he's going to move this way, and then Dracula moves 1 space. He's closer to me, so he's going to move right there. And that ends that turn. Now it's my turn. I'm going ahead and I'm going to spend, let's see, the creature's closer to me than It's equal, so I'll move them towards me if I have to. They all will move towards me. So I'm going to spend 3 actions first. 1, 2, and 3. I'm trading 3 yellow tokens. I'm going to advance 3 yellow spots. 1, 2, 3. Action 4 is going to pick up this token here, so in case I got to fight again. And we'll hold tight right there, and hopefully my villager does not get messed with yet. And now it's the monster's turn. And 0 tokens go out. It is the reincarnate soul for the mummy. If you have the mummy, if no hero has a soul sign, give it to the current player. Move the hero with the soul sign 3 spaces towards the mummy. Now the monsters that move and attack, they all move 1 space. The Wolfman moves 1 space. Dracula moves 1 space. And the Invisible Man moves 1 space. And if they attack, they roll 2 dice on the attack. Now it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and if I trade in 2 more yellow, that puts me close. That should be right there. I don't know why I went that direction. So it's right here, not right there. I need to trade 3 more yellow would get me really close to the end, but instead I need to move and get the professor or the doctor and move him, and also need to get that in. So I'm going to do 1, 2, grab the in token, 3, and I'm going to move into the precinct and drop that in token off first chance I get. And that's my 4th action. I'm going to wait right there. Monster turn. And it is another villager. First we allow 3 tokens. Now here's where it's going to start getting dangerous, so now I got to really go after the villagers. And the first token out of my 3, 1 goes to the tower. 1 goes to the tower also. And this one goes to the mansion. So I really need to start getting my villagers off the board. And this is the worried fiance. Place Elizabeth at the mansion. Oh, she is in trouble. And we gotta get Elizabeth to the tower. She is completely surrounded by monsters. And so the monsters that move, they all move 1 space. It's Frankenstein, the bride of Frankenstein, and the frenzied monster. He moves 1 space, he moves right into Elizabeth, and he gets to roll 2 dice. So let's see here. Hopefully he doesn't make any contact with Elizabeth, because I can't be there to protect her. And Elizabeth is off the board. And so our terror track goes up 1. We're doing so good at keeping them at bay, but that was a little too much right there. And Dracula did roll a exclamation point, so let's place the current player, hero, in Dracula's space. So the archaeologist goes to Dracula's space, and we'll lay him back down so you can see where he is. So now we're sharing space with Dracula. Alright, so that ends that turn. I'm going to move my character 4 spaces. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm right here with Dr. Reed, and I got to get him to the camp, which is back over here. And we'll flip over a monster card. It is a Frankenstein card, first without 2 tokens. And the 2 tokens are Graveyard and Precinct. So Precinct and the Graveyard. And I really need to get some more red tokens for a total of 6 points. And the Precinct is a 6. So I can take out a couple more of those coffins. It is the Frankenstein. So if you're playing Frankenstein, get the word out of my mouth. It is the meeting. Move the bride 2 spaces towards Frankenstein. All monsters will move 2 spaces that move. So the creature moves 2 spaces. So he's blocking me in. The Wolfman moves 2 spaces, and so does the Invisible Man. So they're both right there. So now I got to get myself and the doctor through there. So we're going to run. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're both sitting at the theater right now. That's the direction I went. Now we'll flip over a monster card, and we move. We lay out 3 more tokens, and the tokens I'm laying out. 1 goes to the camp, barn. Oh man, I need a barn token, and the other one goes to the camp. So I need that barn token, so I'm going to have to pull that. So it is titled On the Move. Move the frenzy marker to the next monster. So now the frenzy marker for me is on the creature from the Black Lagoon. Move each villager 1 space towards their safe location. Oh, that hurts me because I cannot be with them. But hopefully, let's see here. And the frenzy monster moves 3 spaces. which right now is the creature from the Black Lagoon. So he goes 1, 2, 3. He's in my space. He's going to attack me with 2 dice. And I have enough tokens to defend myself. And exclamation point, but no hits. And so it's called rocking the boat. Move the boat 1 spot backwards. So we move this boat back 1 space. Let's see here. I'm going to take an action. We'll pull the barn because I need that to turn in for the Invisible Man. Action 2 is to move into space with Dr. Reed. Action 3 is move them both. And then action 4, we're going to move right into the camp. And Dr. Reed is at the camp, so he comes off the board, and I'm going to get another perk card. And it is Overstock. Each player draws and places 1 item from the item bag. So this is a play this anytime I want to. I'm going to go do that now. Otherwise this card doesn't really mean anything else, so I'm going to go and pull an item from the item bag and place it. Hopefully it's something else I need for the is the tower. Goes right here. Okay, now it's monster's turn. Well, let's count how many cards. Because I said we're not getting very far on the objectives here. 14 cards. That means I got 14 more draws left. I need to move a little quicker. Probably taking on 3 monsters a little much. So it is 3 items get pulled. And the 3 items I drew are a church item, the mansion, that's the museum, and the inn. And I need an inn token, so I can, I have the inn, I have the barn. Okay, all they need is an institute, and we haven't pulled an institute yet, which is right here, so I really need that next. And then we put Wilbur and Chick at the shop, so it's another villager. There's Wilbur and Chick. They need to go to the dungeon, so up here. So they're at the shop, and each creature will move 1 space, and their attack value is 3. You move Frankenstein and Frankenstein's bride and your frenzied monster. So 1 space will go towards, it's closest to Wilbur and Chick, so creature from Black Lagoon moved there. It's my turn again. I got to get to Wilbur and Chick, but I want to, let's see here. I'm going to turn in 2 yellow tokens for 2 actions. Actually, I'm going to grab a token first. They're both yellow also. So action 1 is pick up tokens. Action 2 and 3 is drop 2 yellow tokens. So I'll move up 2 yellow markers. And I need to get the creature's boat there so I can trade with them. Action 4. Oh man, I might have to lose Wilbur and Chick. Let's see, action 4 is, I'm going to trade in another token. So that's 4 tokens traded in. I'm 4 spaces away from Indian. I need a any color token and a blue. Blue is what will help me finish the first phase of fighting the creature, so I can go ahead and drop off tokens. And then I'm going to trade in my card, and I think I'm going to move the creature 3 spaces away. So he's going to go, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. I will handle him better than losing Wilbur and them. I need to get them to the dungeon. And now we'll do a monster card. And the monster card is 2 tokens. I drew a shop and a laboratory. Here's shop, and the laboratory is right here. I need an institute, and it is the Wolfman card. The hunt is on. If a hero does not have the haunted emblem, give it to the current player. Move the Wolfman 3 spaces towards the hero with the haunted emblem, and the creature, Dracula, and the frenzy monster all move 1 space. The attack value is 1. So the creature moves 1 space. He's in with me. I'm going to go ahead and move Dracula 1 space, and the creature is going to do 2 attacks, and the 2 attack dice each. So I can't get 4 hits. Okay, there's 1 hit. I will turn in the camp token. All right, next attack from the creature is one hit again. So I'll turn in the in, because there's an in right there, so I can survive. And that ends the monster's turn. My turn, I get to move. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces and drop the barn off at the precinct. I still need to grab the in token and a institute token. Ends my turn. It is monster turn. It is a 3 tokens. The inn, the shop, and the barn. Alright. It is a villager, so we place Professor Pearson in the cave. So you gotta find Professor Pearson, put him in the cave, which is right here. And the frenzied monster and the mummy both move 2 spaces. That means he moves into space of Professor Pearson. And he gets to roll 2 dice, so I'm probably going to lose the professor. And 2 hits, the professor is gone. Move the terror up 1 more. I can only take 2 more losses before game's over for me. Alright, now my turn again. I'm going to Action 1 is move here. Action 2, grab both end tokens. Action 3, move back to the precinct and turn the end token in. Now I just need the institute. So see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 actions. The monster's turn, and it is 2 tokens. This is the Wolfman card. The tokens go to the theater and the docks. And it's the Wolfman. The hunt is on. If the hero with the if no hero has a haunted emblem, give it to the current player. Move the Wolfman 3 spaces towards the hero with the haunted emblem, and then the creature moves 1 space. Dracula moves 1 space, and the frenzied monster moves 1 space, and that's all the monsters there. And they all had attack values of 2. Now it's my turn again. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll stop right there, and I can protect Wilbur from attack, but barely. But I only have 1 token left, so hopefully none of these creatures move into my space. Monster turn. It's another villager, so 3 tokens go out. Come on, need institute. It is the barn, the laboratory, and the tower. No institute yet. I wonder if I burned through the institute and not even paying attention. Then we place Maria at the barn. So the little girl goes to the barn. So I got to get to her also. I can grab her, pull her when I move towards the dungeon. And Frankenstein's monster move 1 space. The frenzy monster moves 1 space. So that for me is the creature from Black Lagoon. And the attack value is 3 dice. So if he landed on you, good luck on surviving those attacks. Unless you have a lot of tokens. My turn now. Action 1 is I'm going to grab these tokens for extra value protection. Action 2, 3, I'm going to pull Maria with me, 4. So now I have her with me. I got to get her to the camp. Alright, so that ends my turn. Monster turn is, oh man, more villagers. Alright, so action, 3 tokens. And the 3 tokens are alright. The institute, and of course all 3 be the institute. And it's on the move. Move the frenzy marker to the next monster. So now for me it's on the invisible man. Move each villager 1 space towards their safe location. That does not help at all. So this guy, well, that helps those guys, but it does not help with Maria, because now she's sharing space with Dracula. And the frenzied monster is activated for 3 spaces and gets to roll 3 dice. So 1, 2, 3, and he gets to roll 3 dice on. Luckily, he landed on me. I take 2 hits, and that's going to be these 2 right here, because There's 2 tokens, but this one's a 6 value, so if I can crush another coffin, I will. And that ends the monster phase. Now it's my turn. So I have a choice to make. I can run and grab Maria and then run back for Wilbur and them. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna 1, grab Maria because I need to stay with the villagers, protect them. Then 2, 3, and 4, move Wilbur and them to the dungeon, so they have been rescued. I get a perk card for that action, and the perk card is Overstock. Each player draws and places 1 item from the item bag. I'm just going to do that now. Go ahead and get that out there. And the item is Laboratory. And that ends my turn. It is Monster's turn. 0 tokens come out. It is the creature from the Black Lagoon card. It's titled Retreat. Place the creature at the waterfront. That helps a little bit. So we place a creature there. And the Wolfman and the Bride of Frankenstein are activated, and the Frenzied Monster activated. They all move 1 space, but they get 3 attack. So for me, the Frenzied Monster is the Invisible Man. He moves 1 space, but he's not in my space, so I don't get attacked, which is good because, whew. Alright, so now it's my turn. I'm going to move, grab tokens, so I want to. It's a lot of blue, so that helps out too. That's 2 actions, 3, and I'm just going to go do 4. Stop with the right there with the Dracula. I have enough tokens to defend myself. I can get Maria to the camp. I can drop tokens off, possibly take care of the first phase of the creature, the advanced phase. Now we flip over another card. I don't have many cards left. I don't think we'll make it. We'll see. It is a number 2 token card, and I have exactly 2 tokens left in the bag. The Tower and the Church. So we go to the Tower, go to the Church. We'll go and refill this token bag. Alright. Token bag's filled. Okay, now if you're playing Frankenstein, it says the meeting, move the bride 2 spaces towards Frankenstein. All the creatures will move 2 spaces. It'll be the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Wolfman, and the Invisible Man. So creature from Black Lagoon moves 2 spaces, so it'll be fast forward from 1, 2. And the Invisible Man moves 2 spaces. 1, 2. He's in space with me. He gets to roll 1 die. So let's see his what he attacks with. Hopefully it's a nothings. I need all those things. And he misses. Awesome. Now it is my turn. I'm going to move 1, 2. I'm at the camp. So Maria is at the camp. I get another perk card. So perk card is move each hero up to 2 spaces. I'm going to do that pretty soon. So I've done 1, 2. Maria's at the camp. I'm going to trade in 2 blue, and so 1, 2. I've made it to the end. So now I gotta do is find the creature, get back to the creature, give him a yellow, red, and blue token. I need to collect yellow though. So that was 3rd action. 4th action is move here. I'm trading in my card, my perk card, to move 2 more spaces, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and stop right there. I'm going to work on crushing that, but collecting tokens also. Monster's turn. 2 tokens come out. The camp and the museum. It is the Invisible Man card. Thief. Place the Invisible Man at the location with the most items and discard all these items. It looks like that has 4. That has 4. So it's these 2. I'm going to put it here because it puts them further away than me. From me. That also had 3. Okay, so these are discarded. And then the mummy moves. The creature moves 1 space. And Frankenstein moves 1 space. And the attack value is 3 dice. Now it's my turn. I'm going to pull tokens. Action 1. Action 2, pull these 2. Action 3 is move. Action 4 is crush another coffin by turning into this 6 value red token. Okay. So that was the end of my 4 actions. Now it is monster phase again. And it's another villager card. 3 tokens comes out. I got the camp, the institute. Oh yeah, the institute's all over the place now that I'm like harder to get to. And we bring Dr. Cranby out, or Cranby, yeah, Dr. Cranley, and we place him at the laboratory, and he needs to get to the precinct up there. And the Invisible Man and the Frenzied Monster both move 1 space, so they both move. He moves 2 spaces total, and he gets to attack me twice with a total of 2 dice per attack. So first attack is an exclamation point. I'm going to get rid of the blue mansion, and it is move the Invisible Man to a space towards the closest villager. Alright, so that works for me. But that was just the first attack. Then his second move would have been, well, no, that would have been his move, because he moved 2 moves, 1 attack. I'm sorry, 2 moves, 1 attack. I counted when he moved twice as if he was already there. So 2 moves, but he only got to attack once because he was here and had to move twice. So I moved him out of my space. And now my turn. I got to get to the creature, but I also got to crush that last coffin. But I'll have enough if I get there. So I'm just going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will, in my turn, monster's turn is another villager. 3 tokens comes out. Man, I think these villagers are going to cost me the game more than me running out of cards. We'll see. So it is the mansion, camp, and museum. All right. Place Fritz at the tower. Fritz is at the tower, too close to the creature. And Frankenstein and his bride both move. They all move 1 space. The attack value is 2, and the frenzied monster moves 1 space. So there we go. Now it's my turn again. I'm going to move, collect these tokens, and I'm going to trade I've traded all 3 of these in to crush that coffin, because I have they're worth total. They had to get 6 points worth. So I've finished Dracula's coffin crushing, and I should be putting these here. I've been leaving them on the board, but they actually go here. And then I got to get to Dracula and give him 6 points worth of yellow tokens. So this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so I got to get to the creature. I need a red token, and I got to give 6 points. Yep. Okay, so I have a small chance of beating 2 of these guys. Flip over card. It is 0 tokens come out. It is retreat, and you place the creature at the river. Oh man, he's at the river. And then the monsters that move all move 1 space. Is Wolfman, Frankenstein's bride, and the frenzy monster. There we go. Now it's my turn again. I got enough yellow. You know what? Dracula needs how many? 6 yellow, 6 points. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh man. And I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna pull all of these, only because I can't take the action yet with either one. Hopefully the creature moves me. I can do back-to-back actions. Well, now I still need a red. Alright, so that ends that turn. Monster's turn. I think there's only 1 card left, so this game is almost closing out. 0 tokens come out is the Mummy card, Reincarnate Soul. If no hero has a soul sign, give it to the current player. Move the hero with the soul sign 3 spaces towards the mummy. All the monsters will move 1 space. That's the Wolfman, Dracula, and the Invisible Man. So they all move 1 space. Boom, Dracula moves 1 space. And then Dracula is going to attack me with 2 dice, which helps me because I'm in the space with Dracula. And 1 exclamation point and 1 token of damage. So I'm going to just drop this token here. But now that ends that turn. So I'm going to give Dracula 6 points worth of yellow tokens. I've defeated Dracula, so I can take him off the board. He's been defeated. We can call that a minor victory. I think I was overzealous by doing 3 cards. That was action 1. Dracula is gone. Action 2. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Action 2, action 3. grab this token. In action 4, I'm going to pull this token. So last card, I get my last play, and then the game is over. So it is a villager card. So 3 tokens comes out. See the inn, another inn, and the theater. Right there. Villager is Lucy, place her at the theater. And Dracula is gone, but the frenzied monster moves 2 spaces, which is the Invisible Man. And then he attacks me with 1 die. And it's a strike. So I will go ahead and get rid of the camp token. And I get my last action. So what can I do? I need the Institute. I can't touch the creature because he's in water and I can't get into his space. So really this game is over for me. I'm going to pull Lucy to me. That's action 1. Action 2, action 3, dropped her off at the mansion where she's supposed to be at. I get a perk card, maybe the perk card to help me, so I still got 1 action left. It is choose one, place the Invisible Man in any space, or move any monster 3 spaces. I'm going to do that now. So 1, move any monster. I got to move 3 spaces. That does not help. I need the creature to move into me so I can at least trade tokens to him and say I've defeated 2 monsters. I can't do it. So this game is over. See, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but I can't move 1 space away because I only have 1 action remaining. So I'm kind of stuck. So we'll move the Invisible Man wherever we want him at. I guess I'm going to drop him at the precinct just to make myself feel good. And that is, I get 1 more action, so I'm just going to start heading back to the docks so I can get out of here. And that is the end of the game. I lost. I went overzealous by trying to play against 3. But, I mean, the game is fun. It's entertaining. You see how quickly it can move along. But if a couple of things that fell right, if those institutes had come out a lot earlier, then I probably would have had a chance of beating the game. But it is what it is, and I'll get to my final thoughts in a moment. I'll see you guys shortly. Horrified, Universal Studios Monsters. I like the game. It's a fun game. It's easy to learn, easy to play. And this game quickly became my go-to game when bringing new gamers into the co-op gaming world. Once I kind of saw a little bit of the competitive, I want to bring them to co-op. And the reason why I picked this game over other games out there is because, at least in the United States and probably in the surrounding regions, and maybe even throughout Europe, Horrified, everybody knows who Dracula is, the Invisible Man, the creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein. They all know who he is, so they were already familiar with the characters, so it was easier for them to kind of just fill into those slots and start playing. And they knew what the characters did, and they knew how you destroy them. So I just used that to break them in. But I like the solo version. Like I said, I played true solo. I got a little zealous. I went for 3 monsters instead of 2. It was a last-second decision when I made that decision when I was picking my cards, and I said, well, I'm just going to go for 3 when I did the setup. So bit me in the butt, but I don't care because I played it a couple times prior to this on just against 2 monsters, and I beat them both times. So I probably should have went for more difficult monsters on 2, but randomly picked 3, and I like what I did because it made the game enjoyable, a little more a challenge. And I was only about really just 1 or 2 more moves away from actually defeating at least 2 of the 3. The Invisible Man would have been a problem just because I could not get the Institute tokens out there. If I got them out there earlier, probably would have been a different story. But it is what it is. It is a fun game and I enjoy it, and so I hope you enjoyed it too. Like I said, let me know how you did against me. Did you make it all the way to the last card also and fail, or did you finish before I flipped that last card? Let me know right in the comments below, or just email me and let me know, and I truly am interested in how you guys are doing versus me. I guarantee you've probably done a lot better than I did. But other than that, tomorrow we're going to be playing for day 4 of the 13 games to Halloween. We're going to play Final Hour. And so Final Hour, I'm going to have to admit it, has been on my shelf of shame for almost 2 years now. So you guys are giving me a reason to finally get it off that shelf and play, reducing that shelf of shame by one more board game. So I'm going to get a couple playthroughs tonight, then I'm going to start recording right away and get that out there tomorrow to you guys. But other than that, thank you again for joining me at Gaming Solo. It is truly humbling that you're taking your time out of your schedule to watch what I'm producing, knowing that the only thing I can get back to you is hopefully good enough content that you are happy with what you're seeing. And it is it humbles me and is a privilege that you are spending your time with me. So thank you again. It's truly appreciative. It is people like you that have motivated me, along with Daniel at Tabletop for One. He's another content producer. I met him on Solo Board Gamers. Through just watching when he does posts and stuff like that, and listening to his story and why he went into producing content, and it motivated me, excuse me, chewing my words again, motivated me to get into the content production scene also. There's a lot of us out there, we may be just flooding the market, but it gives us a reason to play. A lot of us play solo. We got to find time out of our schedule to play, but to be honest with you, if I'm telling my wife I'm doing something like this, she kind of just even though she's not a big time board gamer and we do spend time together, it doesn't bother her that I'm doing this and recording because I'm actually doing something productive. So I get a little more free play in than I would normally get if it was just me and my wife hanging out. Then all kinds of other stuff would come up. So I thank her also, but thank you to Daniel at Tabletop from One. Listen to your story, motivate me to go ahead and get this started. So if you guys get the opportunity, go to the Solo Board Gamers Facebook page. Daniel's on there. Look at YouTube, look at Tabletop from One and see what he's producing. He's doing really good, and like I said, and if you listen to his inspirational story, what got him into this, and then you'll be motivated. Just go ahead and get it started. So once again, thank you, and I will see you guys tomorrow on day 4 of the 13 games to Halloween. We play Final Hour for the first time for me. So thank you again, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.